So here today with Freya Louis, one of our 11th head coach.
11th, yeah.
Number 11. We've now got 50. We're set to on board 10 more. But Freya, you joined at quite an early stage at the Football Farm Factory.
I did, and it's incredible how much we've grown. Being obviously, well, one of the top 11. Missed out by number 10 for a couple of weeks,
10.
yeah. But it's just fantastic, and to see the opportunity that we're given to so many different families now is unbelievable. I knew that it was going to be successful, but you never quite realise how successful, how quickly, and it's fantastic, and it's so good to be a part of it as well.
Brilliant. So just for those people watching, tell us a little bit about what you did before you joined the FFF.
So I was a PR and marketing officer for a civil engineering company. So I used to go out on the M25, on flood defences, all sorts really, flying drones, taking pictures, writing press releases. Yeah. So I think that's kind of given me a stepping stone into helping me with Football Farm Factory, because I'm used to doing promotional stuff, taking lots of photos, being active on social media. But it's obviously a very different story, coaching children as young as 2 years old to obviously from taking photos of an excavator, so it's a little bit different. But the fun is, I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. It's a good difference.
Yeah. And how did you first get into football coaching? Can you remember your first ever football coaching session?
My first ever session was with my local club, who I actually used to play for when I was probably starting when I was about 8 years old. Yeah. Was with them until open age, so 16 up. And the first time I ever coached was because our manager left us halfway through the season. Yeah. He decided to stop because we weren't doing very well. We were only a group of females. Yeah. They're having fun, pub afterwards. So we weren't that serious. But he left halfway through the season, and we all kind of looked at each other, and all the eyes kind of pointed to me as if to be, well, you're the one that's going to take our sessions now. Yeah. And then it grew from there. Moved to a different club, kind of set up their female division there, and my passion for coaching has kind of grown since then. So.
And you mentioned about the sort of growth of the organisation. You were, like I said, the 11th head coach. We've now got 50. We'll be 60 soon. We keep growing. We keep moving forward as an organisation. We're here at the Football Farm Factory Farm, as it's become known now. Yeah. So brand new offices. Your first time here. What do you make of the building and sort of what the Football Farm Factory looks like on a day-to-day basis now?
It's beautiful. If I can call an office beautiful, it's beautiful. I mean, it's such a nice area, and it's just quiet. Like you said, we're literally on a field, on a farm, trekking through one of the fields right now. But it's just such a nice area, and I think it's nice that it's quite, what's the word? It's in the middle of everyone. Because like you said, we're growing, and we're growing at a rate which is quite incredible. But we needed a kind of a home where we could all come to help, and sometimes it's just nice to, because obviously we all work from home during the day, so it's nice to come out and just hot desk somewhere and be with people within the mix without being on your own too much. So it is nice to finally have an office where we can see each other again. But no, it's a lovely place. I
think we've all, even Johnny and I, sort of leading the organisation, we've worked remotely. We've sat at home in our spare rooms and offices and whatnot, and we've kind of built the business up to a few months ago just sat at home. So to be able to do that and connect and collaborate face to face has been brilliant. And then this morning, obviously we've had a chat with you. We've had Scotty Bembo come down from Cumbria, picking up a second inflatable pitch for his tots program as it grows.
Oh, amazing.
So yeah, no, it's brilliant to have the office and to have brilliant superstar head coaches like you, Freya, to come down and see us every now and again. So with your coaching then, all the programs you run at Football Farm Factory, what's your favourite?
Oh, see, that's a really tricky one, because my programs have such a mix of personalities, and for all different things as well. I mean, tots is just cheeky. I don't think there's another word to best explain tots. You've got, well, mine, two mainly 4-year-olds as well, and they just come up to you, and it'll be the smallest things that will just set them off and just make them laugh. Yeah. And then once that's happened, that's the focus for the entire session. I think a couple of weeks ago we had a child come in, and all they watched it was play tag. Everyone loves a game and tag.
Yeah.
But I think to be really quite quick as a coach, you think, okay, that's what they're all going to enjoy today. My session plan went out the window, and we basically played like a football version of tag throughout the whole session. They loved it, and I think that's, you know, sometimes it's actually the kids without realising that lead the session, because you take into what's the fun today. Right, chasing them, excellent.
That's the skill of the coach, though. That is the skill of the coach. We always say at Football Fun Factory we've got 150 session plans for each programme. But actually that's just a starting point. If it goes somewhere different, then as long as it's safe and the children are having fun,
absolutely,
that's what matters. What was your, obviously you come into an organisation where the ethos is all about fun. You know, our philosophy is about putting football on people's doorsteps, making it fun, making it enjoyable, building football communities. Prior to Football Fun Factory, has that always been your ethos? Has your ethos changed at all? Has the way you think about football and football coaching changed?
Yes. Like I said earlier about I was coaching, obviously kind of just fell into coaching with the women's team, and then setting up a vision at another club. From obviously our girls, we start at 5 with Wildcats and then up until open age as well. The focus has been on the football development, and coming from a background where it's always about, you know, getting promoted into the next league, making sure when they walk away from a session they've learned something new and it's developing them as footballers. It's actually really nice to focus on developing them as children now, because also from what I've learned with the Football Fun Factory, I've actually taken into my younger sessions
that's good.
At the club, and you can see a big difference in how the children kind of learn at your sessions now, and it's really nice to see.
No, that's brilliant. I think it's true even for adults football. There's not enough fun, there's not enough enjoyment, and I think it's really important that the philosophy of Football Fun Factory exists in, you know, whether you're the England senior team or you're just a 2-year-old playing football inside the football pitch. So I'm going to try and carry on talking whilst navigating this gate.
There we go.
Oh, there we go, not too bad. So we're here at the farm, the Football Fun Factory farm, and like you said, the world of being a head coach involves lots of home working. So lots of being at home. You are part of a community, you are part of a network, but actually a lot of that time is spent working remotely. What are the benefits to that? How have you found that? And are there any drawbacks to that? Are there times where it's difficult, where you don't see people as much?
Yeah, I think there's a mixture, but the good definitely outweighs the bad. And there isn't even a bad, it's just different. Obviously I've got a puppy, 7 months old, so it's nice to be able to wake up and think we're going to go on a nice walk today, or in the morning, and not have to worry and think, oh, I've got to be at my laptop at 8:30 because if not, I'm going to get in trouble. And it's just nice to be able to do those things where you can take time out of your day. But you know, it swings and roundabouts. You're your own business, so if you don't put the work in, you're not going to see the results. But I think that's what motivates you as well, is that you know that it is all on you. But there's no real drawbacks from it. I think maybe it's just some days you do have to put more effort in than others, because like with any job, you could wake up one morning and think, oh, you know, another day. But them having those days here are next to none. I don't think I've had hardly any, but you're always going to get it because that's just life, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We feel different on different days, and I think that the beauty of kind of what we're doing here is that people have a real sense of ownership. So hopefully you as a head coach feel a real sense of ownership.
Absolutely.
Over, yes, it's the Football Fun Factory, yes, there's another 50 or so of them across the UK, but it's your business, you're in charge of it, you're in control of it, you're the coach, you're the administrator, the marketer, you're everything. You are
so many hats.
For those that haven't yet seen the FFF HQ, here we go. It's the main building where we all come to work every day. Myself and Johnny Martin, Ollie Kane is holding the camera at the moment, walking backwards brilliantly, by the way, Ollie. And this is Freya, one of our superstar head coaches, the number 11 that joined us at the FFF. But Freya, you've done an unbelievable job building your Football Fun Factory community.
Thank you.
And you were the first female head coach.
I was,
You were the first girl in the ranks. We've now got 6, I think. Not as many as we'd like as a percentage of sort of representing, you know.
But we're still growing.
But we're growing, and we're getting more female head coaches come on board with us. how important do you think it is for a child, a girl in particular, to have a female role model as their football coach?
Well, you know, we're 50% of the world.
Yeah.
So it's only fair that we have those female role models as well. And I don't think it's important for girls, because if they can see it, they can believe it and they can be it.
Yeah.
So to see, you know, a female coach who they might be really interested in football, they might, you know, just like the sport because one of their family members play it, it will give them the opportunity to actually develop a passion for it.
Yeah.
Because I want to be like her when I grow up. She looks like she's having a great time.
Yeah.
So it's nice for that, but I think it's also important for the boys to see female role models.
I agree.
Because there's so many things at the moment with like online, that women's football and women's sport in general doesn't get the recognition it deserves. And that's, you know, down to the generation, the older generation, who still see women's sport as, you know, not important at all. But if we show, you know, the younger generation, the young boys, that, you know, girls can be footballers too, girls can be coaches, girls can be tennis players, they can be basketball players, whoever, then they're going to grow up knowing that's normal and that's good. We want to see girls in sport.
Brilliant.
So I think it's perfect for, we need it for both boys and girls.
Brilliant. So we're about to hit the main road, so we're going to stop filming in a second, just because we don't want Ollie to walk out in front of any cars. But if you had a message for any football coach, male or female, young or old, or anything in between, and they were thinking about the Football Fun Factory franchise, if you in 10 seconds could give them a piece of advice, what would it be?
If you just want to have fun and enjoy what you do every day for the rest of your life, join us. I think there's literally no other way to put it. If you want to have fun and enjoy what you do and know that you're making a positive impact, then it's a no-brainer.
Sounds like a good way to end the interview.